Hello friends, this is Russian Torts here, and as you can tell by the title of the video, in today's video I'm going to show you guys what a day at the pet store looks like for me. And I just caught all my fancy guppies that I'm gonna bring to the pet store so that I can take home some other stuff. And let's head out. So here we are, we've arrived at work. Alright, so the first thing I get to do when I come into the store is to take care of all the fish. First step is obviously to turn on the lights. My colleague already took care of that. So the next thing to do is to check if there's any dead fish in any of the aquariums, because dead fish obviously spoil the water and are also not that pleasant to look at. So I already took a little look and found one little dead goldfish, and all I'm going to do with that one is take him out, put him in a little plastic bag and throw him in the garbage. There he goes. And the cichlids are definitely the most fun to feed, just because they go for the food like crazy. Alright, time to move on to the reptiles. First thing to do is to unlock all the cages. Alright, so first thing to do after all the cages are unlocked is to go through every single cage and take out any uneaten food or poop from the reptiles. So let's get started with that. So these are some baby leopard geckos, and if we zoom in back there, you can see that they always like to poop in that one corner, which is very nice of them. Some of these guys, like this corn snake, are very little work because I rarely ever find any feces with them because they only eat once a week, but they're pretty. Now, this is definitely one of the more messy guys. Our little beardy here, because he likes to eat a lot. So for him, we just take out the leftover food. Him and the uromastics are usually the only ones that actually have leftover food. So we'll just take that out and clean up his poop, which is hiding back there. And here are our uromastics, who also like to make a mess and leave over a lot of food. If you've never seen uromastics, they're extremely cool little guys. They're kind of like, I like to think of them as tortoises in the body of a lizard. They walk exactly like tortoises, extremely slowly, and they're herbivores, which is cool. After all the leftover food and poop's taken out, it's time to take out and clean all the water bowls as well, because we don't want any bacteria to build up in there. Alright, now that all the bowls are cleaned, time to prepare some food for the bearded dragon and the uromastics. We've got some spring mix here that I'm going to use, as well as some bearded dragon pellets. And this dehydrated vegetable mix, which is pretty cool. All you gotta do is add some hot water and you get some fresh greens. And there we go, all ready to be fed. Now, before throwing in any dusted crickets for the rest of the reptiles, I'm also gonna spray down the cages that need to be sprayed down and fill up the water bowls, just so that I don't put in the crickets and then spray the calcium powder off them, because that would kind of be a waste. So I'm just gonna spray the house gecko and praying mantis that we have, and some of the snakes, and then throw in some food for the guys. The water is of course also dechlorinated with this Repti-Safe stuff, which I just took off the shelf, to make sure it's safe for the reptiles. Alright, all the reptiles are clean, they all got water, the vegetable eating lizards got vegetables, so now all I gotta do is grab some crickets and then I'm done with this section. Alright, so here are the crickets. Here's some calcium powder. I'm gonna give the praying mantis some crickets without calcium powder first, just because you don't want her, the exoskeleton, chitin I think it's called, of the praying mantis. Anyway, we give them calcium powder, like it's bad for them. So praying mantis is just gonna get some raw crickets, and then the rest of the guys are gonna get powdered crickets. Alright, so far I've wasted 2 crickets, I've missed the cage. Yeah, bearded dragon usually likes to go a little crazy for his crickets, even though he seems a little lethargic right now. Alright, now that the reptiles are done, it's time to clean their food, because as you can see the cricket container is a little bit dirty, so I'm going to clean them, give them some fresh lettuce and water and some protein source, so dog food, actually probably kitten food. So let's get to cleaning them. First step is to take out all the cardboard and just shake all the crickets off. After that is complete, I'll take out all the potato pieces, because we're going to use these still because they're still good. Lots of potato in there still to feed to the crickets after I clean the cage. Next, I'm just going to create a pile of dead crickets. So I'm just going to pull everyone to the left side and create one big pile with all the dead crickets and poop. And now I'm just going to put a piece of cardboard here to allow the crickets something to hide under to lure them away from that hill. Alright, now that most of the crickets are gone, I'm just going to sweep all of that up, put in a plastic bag, lock this tight because dead crickets smell awful, and throw this away. And after that, the crickets are going to be done. They got their fresh water and their food. Next up, it's time to clean all the bettas, so I'm just going to prepare a bucket with some water conditioner, which I already added in there, and let that sit for a few minutes to allow all the chlorine to escape. Alright, so cleaning the bettas actually takes 2 hands, so I can't record it, but essentially I just dump all the water in the sink, keeping the lid over the opening to make sure the fish doesn't jump out, and then put new water in, repeat that a couple times, and then boom, we got a clean betta. So I'm going to do that with all the 12 cups we have, and then all the fish are happy. And we usually do this once a day or once every 2 days, just to make sure that they stay nice and clean and healthy. Alright, here they are, all ready to go back on the shelf. Alright, now it's time to clean the aquariums. Alright, now that the walls are clean, it's time to clean the water. Alright, so that was my day at work today. I know it cut a little bit short at the end there, so essentially what I did is I just with the siphon took out all the water of the aquarium and then filled it back up, and afterwards I had nothing else to do really apart from cleaning the glass of the aquariums, like from the outside, with some Windex. So I thought that wouldn't be that interesting to film, so I just left it out, and then I just did some mopping, and then the day was over. 6 hours well spent. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. For the contest that some of you are wondering about, I'm still at I think 8 entries, so I still need 2 more entries at least to reach the 10 entries mark, at which point I'll be giving away the Triops box, which is at the moment still holding up my camera. So for those of you wondering, that's what's going on right now. I'm going to put the link in the description again for the contest video, because some new subscribers might not be aware of what's going on. So if you're a new subscriber and you want to win a Triops kit, check out that link in the description that I'm talking about. And yeah, pretty easy, and honestly right now you have a pretty good chance of winning. 1 out of 10 essentially. But that concludes this video, so I'm going to get to editing it now. Thank you guys for watching. As always, that's greatly appreciated. And I was trying to kind of incorporate some more pets into the videos so that it would be interesting for you guys to watch. So again, for the third time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.